Hi everybody, this is L7, and I don't want to get flagged, so we'll just call it a doo-doo list. How about that? But yeah, really rad song from the 90s grunge heyday era. L7 definitely a heavier band, one of those that got kind of forgotten, but I always thought were pretty rad. So we're going to jump right into this. This is down tuned to D, okay? And you're going to want to just bury it with like fuzz tone, super heavy distortion. Okay. Get that going. If we want to play exactly as the recording, it's going to be based in this E flat here. Okay. But this is all just going to be like one riff, the whole song. It switches up slightly towards the end. We're just kind of add some like timing variant, but for the most part, it's just the same riff all the way through the song. So once you get that down, it's pretty sweet. You can just jam right through it. All right, and so we'll just start this main riff here, and we're going to do it here at the first fret, of course, for the E flat. We're going to hit it once, and then twice more. Okay. Come up to 4. Hit it twice more. And then we hit the 3rd fret 3 times. And then come up to 6. And then this is the part that'll change towards the end. But we come back to the 4th fret here, and we go 4, 3, 4, 3. And then we just repeat it. Okay, and then you just keep at it and get it up to tempo. Alright, and I kind of like to add a little bit of palm muting too. Alright, and this is the part that'll change towards the end. They just kind of hold a note a little longer and cut a certain part. So it'll start the same way. But once we get to that 6, we just hold that 6 and let it just go for the rest of the measure. Okay. And we just repeat that, and then we just cap it all off. We just do this bit. Alright, and then after we do it about 3 times, then we just add this, where we start it the same way. Once we get to those 4s, we just continue to go 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. Alright, and the cool part about this song is that it's just kind of sprinkled with all these like wild like lead parts that just get real noisy and just kind of dissonant and weird. A lot of sustain you're going to want on this because you're just kind of holding these notes for a good while and giving them a lot of vibrato. And if you have a tremolo, you can like work that in there too and get it even more crazy sounding. Okay, so we'll just start with this first one, where we're just going to kind of want to like feed back into a 3rd fret on the G. Okay. Then we do 4 on the B, and then we just give that a bunch of vibrato too. 2 on the E, and then back to that 4 on the B. Then we do 2 on the E to 4 on the E. Back to that 4 on the B. One more 2 on the E to 4 on the B. And then finish it by just bending the 1st on the G. Okay, just real slow and give it some vibrato there. Alright, the beginning of the 2nd solo that comes in there. Just a few notes, just kind of ringing in here. So we got the 3 on the G, do 3 of them. Second on the B, back to 3 on the G, and then just hit it again and slide it out. Alright, next lead section. We're just starting off with this vibrato on the first of the G. Alright, and then we slide all the way up to the 11s on the B and the E, and we just pick between those about 6 times. Slide out that last one. Alright. Then we come all the way up to 14 on the B, 15 on the E, go between those about 6 times. And on that last 14B, we just bring it over to 16. Slide that out. Okay, so. Alright, in the next solo section, we just kind of get into some more like bends and stuff like that. And we're going to be over here more at the 9 of the B. Just bend that. And then release it to 7 on the B. Back to 9, couple 7s, and then a G, 8 on the G. So just something like this. Okay, and then we do a couple 7s to 9s, and then bend that 9. And we just kind of bend it just enough, not quite. We just want it kind of just getting a real nasty wave with this 9 on the E, because we're just going to pick between that slightly bent 9 on the B and the 9 on the E about 6 times. Alright, and then just release that 9B and just give it some vibrato. Okay. Alright, and then the verse, last verse comes in, and it's kind of that higher voiced verse. And there's a little bit of soloing going through that. And it just kind of carries through the last chorus as well. And it's something like this, where we're at the 2nd on the E, and we're just kind of going between that and the 4 on the B a couple times. Hit that 4 again and slide it out. And then we just give some 2nd fret on the G, some vibrato here. And then bring it up to 3. We do 2 on the B to 4 on the B and bend it. Release it to 2 on the B. Back to 4 on the B. Alright, and then we just kind of do a lot of bending between the 4 here on the B, releasing it, do some 3s on the G, and then just, it's sort of the kind of the same little riff here where we're like, okay, just playing around in that area with those 3 notes, really. Okay, and then we just get this like real nasty kind of just noise. I just put in a pick scrape there. It sounds like just some super muffled feedback happening, but I like a pick scrape would be just fine. Something like that. Okay, next section of the solo here. Start off just some vibrato on a 3 on the E. Alright, and then we hit a 4, and then just kind of cut it. Alright, and then we slide up to those 11s on the B and E, and then we just hit that 3 times. Okay. And then next part, okay, we're going to slide down to the first on the D, and then just give that some vibrato. And then we do 4 on the G to 3. Just slide that and then just hit it again and give it some vibrato. Okay, now the outro begins here. And we just start off by hitting some seconds on the B here. Just kind of 1, 2, 1, then 2. And then we do a funky little slide in and out here where we're on the D string. We're going to slide up to 8, back out, and then back up again. Okay, do that twice. Alright. And then we slide 4th fret on the B up to that. Slide it a couple more times. Okay, next we do slide up to 8 on the D, hit 6 on the G, and then 6 on the D, back up to 8. And just hit that 8 with some vibrato. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.